Alright, this is Calibos, and we are playing Project Ozone 3. So, let me clue you into what I've been doing. I have run some cable all the way down there, and it goes way down. It doesn't go all the way out to the island. I mean, I pretty much just ran to the end, and then I got bored with running cable, so I stopped. So, if you're expecting some crazy great excuse, that's not what I have. I went ahead and I did a couple more controller blocks. You'll notice that I have rearranged our central computer area here, mostly because I had some extra channels that weren't showing up on the cable. And so I set it up so that all of the channels are now accounted for. I also have this fancy little thing. So what this does is, this is a red ender chest. Anything that I need incinerated goes in the chest and is pulled into these zenith furnaces, which I have upgraded to process ores, so it doubles processing of ores, and it uses power instead of solid fuel, which is a handy thing, and I may do that for the other one down there. It's pretty sprightly as far as that goes. So I haven't got all of the ores set up in it. So let's type ore again. So copper, lead, osmium, silver. So this is full. We're going to need another export bus. So this is kind of one of the reasons that I have set this up the way that I did. Acceleration cards. So typically I would actually not set it up against a solid surface the way that is set up. Export bus. I would have set it up, floating in free space, so I have access to all sides of the chest. But I decided that doesn't especially matter in this case, because in fact it is an ender chest, which means it has as many sides as I care to make, because I can simply make extra copies of it. So we need some cable. I'm making a lot of cable. It's exciting. So we'll connect that, and we'll connect that. Oop, oop, oop. One too many. I am a genius. Did you not just see me throw all of that hard work off into the void? Bet you guys wish you were smart like me. Or maybe you don't. I wouldn't. Anyway, so export bus. Clearly we need another one of those, and some of these cards, which I think you've seen me make these cards. They're pretty simple, and you can tell that I have made a couple of them at this point. So calculation processor is made from pure Certus quartz. Pure Certus quartz, we don't have any, so how about Certus quartz? Got some seeds. Chuck it in there. So I have acceleration cards in here, so now these grow a lot faster. And they should... Oh, right, of course. Watch this magical trick. This is one of the reasons that we've been making these cards. Oh, it's slow. Anyway, pure Certus quartz. Let's go ahead and chuck these in the bin and watch them vanish. and then watch some processors appear. It's not going to be super immediate. Ta-da! Processor. Do this. Then we can chuck this in there. Acceleration. We'll take 2 of these. We'll try not to throw them off the edge because that would be less than useful. Well, one of the things that we can do is we can just... Oh, nope, not that. Plug those in there. So, let's look at our ores really quick. Did we get copper? We did. There we go. It's starting to build up. We can just watch how fast they go through. Now, if you'll remember, I love these furnaces. Watch that. That is some serious ore processing right there. And it doubles. So, I mean, we're getting it free. So I'm not really worried about it. What can we do with galena? If we break it, we get either lead or silver. Smelting gives us that. Lead. So it gives us 2. Is there a way that we can get both? So let's not worry about the galena for now. That seems very complicated. But we can go ahead and toss those in there. Uranium. Can we smelt uranium? We can. Alright. Pyrite. I have no idea what that is. Garfax. So we also want to start breaking these down. Those are actually probably going to require a crafting card as well. I think I've got a crafting card. So, all right, we need some more of these. Man, I wonder where we're going to get them. So, crafting card, boom, boom. Okay, so now we need some tables. So I'm not sure exactly how many of these we're going to need. So we're just going to go ahead and make 3 for now because we're going to have to craft everything that comes out of export bus. Totally forgot the export bus. There we go. We're going to have to craft 1 for everything that actually needs to be done. So 1 crafting card to 2 expansion cards and acceleration card. So silver ore chunk. And now we can chunk those in there. I think Garfax melts down into an ingot, doesn't it? Well, it must be doing. It's doing something, so I guess it's fine. So this gives us sulfur. Let's see if that does anything. It might not be taking it. Smashing, sag mill, pulverizer, yeah. So that's going to be crushed, not cooked. So let's check our ores again. This is one that's going to need to be crafted. It's going to need to be crafted. It's going to need to be crafted. So the idea is we want to have as few things as possible sticking around in our system here. So if we can, we want everything to be processing out as fast as it processes in. So we are very rapidly going to approach the point where this chest is not able to be... Let's do that. We're going to run out of sides on the chest, and that's fine. So I bet this needs to be crushed. No, we can smelt it. We can also pulverize it. Induction smelter. So it looks like we want to crush that. We don't want to do anything with that as far as cooking. It's less efficient. So the black quartz, we can smelt it for 1. We can pulverize it for 2. Sag mill for that, which gives us the regular crushed quartz, and then we can cook it back in. So we want to crush that as well. Kelline, I think, can be cooked. Morganine also can be cooked. I have no idea what abyssalnite is. Abyssalnite. Looks. So we can smelt it for 1. We can pulverize it for 2. So I think that in this case we'll just smelt it. And we're going to set up another chest. Ender chest. Ender chest. So we've got a couple more. I know this is not the heavy-duty episode that you guys were expecting of serious whatever. I got sidetracked, and this really needs to be done. And if I can, I like to do some of this where you guys can watch. So there's that. So this is going to have 4, and then we can put that there, and then we'll have another 4. So we need another export bus. What? Export bus, go. Looks like we're about to need pizza. Alright, so that should be 4 channels in just a second. Come on. Cycle. Cycle. There we go. 4 channels. So that one's full. That one's full. This one is nearly full of stuff that has to be crafted. I think that this one should also be stuff that has to be crafted. And we'll see what we have available here. So ores. Okay, so we need tin, nickel, platinum, iron. So let's roll these out and see what it says. And one of the reasons that we're doing this is I went ahead and swapped this out for an ender chest directly into the system. So once we teach the system how to make these things, the chunks, it's going to just craft them as soon as it gets them, and there will never be a lot of them in there. And it means that we don't have to worry too much about storage for whatever. So platinum ore needs to be processed. Racialine needs to be processed. That needs to be processed, I think. Yeah. Friskeon needs to be processed. So let's go ahead and make another export bus. This one doesn't need crafting, but it does need that. And then we want 2 acceleration cards. So the other benefit of this setup is once we get all of the stuff that has to be automatically processed in, we'll do that and that. We can use the same setup for auto crafting, at least as far as anything that just needs regular cooking. We can just set up another chest or use a side for a chest that already exists and set up an interface, and it will dump into the chest and then dump into there and then auto cook. So let's check our ores again. So I'm liking the fact that we have fewer and fewer ores. So I'm not especially worried about needing the nether ores. And I think that they prefer to be ground actually before they're cooked. We might need more landium. I don't know for what, but oh, what was that? So the landium can be smelted if we grind it up. Smelted. So it's all just smelting. We're just going to go ahead and chuck that in then. So that should take care of all of the smelting ores. So most of the rest of the stuff in here should just be anything that needs to be ground. We can go ahead and melt the ardite too, I think. Oops. Let's have some pizza. It is the most filling. Alright, so we've got... And we'll just chuck the rest of it off the edge, because that seems fun. Okay, so word to the wise guys, falling off the edge is terrible. And now I am swimming in lava. Well, that was completely horrible. Have we been to the Nether yet? I'm sure that we've been to the Nether. We had another cake around here somewhere, didn't we? Is this fire ever going to go out? There we go. Well, this was fun and exciting and an adventure. Clearly we're very popular too. Where's our portal? I have no idea where how we get back. But we've got lead and mithril and gold and apparently if you sneak on these, yeah, if you sneak on it you don't take damage. Alright, well, it's... I'm pretty solid that we have been to the Nether before. Vaguely, I remember. Because we have another portal. I'm not sure where the Nether portal comes out. But we have one. This does not at all strike me as any way, shape, or form familiar. All right. Well, let's mark this. Nether. Ooh, wow, that is not how you write Nether at all. So, yep. That's a thing. Yeah, we've got another portal up here. So, where does this one take us, if not there? So let's mark this one. So this would be portal. Nether, it's off that way. Okay, well, you know. Now that we know, let's call this episode, because that was pretty crazy. Oh, I expanded my lava setup over there. I mean, you can see it. I don't honestly think that's a super big deal. I upgraded that. It pumps rocks into things that melt them. It pumps everything into that. That stores it up. That pumps it into the ender tank, which gives everything access to the ender tank. And yeah, lava. So I hope you liked the episode. If you did, leave a like. If you don't, don't. It was pretty much a lot of maintenance, but I mean, it needed to be done. And now, like, all of the ocelots are gone. That's a shame. We had so many of them. But questions, comments, concerns can all go below. And I hope you folks have a great night.